Hey folks, welcome to Speed and Performance. You might be wondering what this has to do with SEO, and the reason that we added this feature to our tool is because we think that with the new things that Google are coming out with, particularly with caffeine and so on and so forth, that they are actually paying attention to how fast pages load, and they, according to what we've seen on certain blogs and certain engineers that work at Google have been talking about, it looks like they may be giving a slight preference to sites that have faster loading page time. So the whole point of this particular feature is to measure how long it takes for the pages that you've loaded for the domain, how long it takes to load. And we actually break it down for you, and again we score everything from 0 to 100. And so this particular website scored a 90 for all 3 pages, and if you click here, we'll actually tell you how it broke into images, CSS, HTML, and scripts, and actually how long each section took to load and how large the size of the files were. And this is important because according to certain studies that have been done in the past, they've equated potential visitor loss to how long it takes to load a page. And you may have seen these studies before. Akamai has done them. Even Amazon and Google have done studies that show even 1/10 of a second can cause things like revenue loss or visitor loss. So in this particular study, what we're looking for are sites that load within 4 seconds. Anything over 4 seconds, you start to see an immediate drop in potential visitor loss. So I want to stress the word potential. We're not saying that you're going to lose, 35% of your visitors after 4 seconds. It's just based on the studies that were done. This is something that's potentially a problem for you. So we want to bring to your attention that there could be some images or scripts that have caused a problem. And so, so let's look at another couple of websites and see if we can find something here that may show us something to fix. Okay, so here's a website that only scored a 79. So this particular site loaded within 5 seconds. And even after 5 seconds, they're looking at a potential visitor loss of 50%. And if we click on this little warning sign here, it'll actually tell you how the site scored and how you can even improve your score. One of the things you might do is put your images on a CDN. So if we look at the breakdown of this particular page, images doesn't appear to be a huge problem, although it did take almost 3 seconds just for images to load. So one thing they may want to do is put their images on a CDN, and so have that server put the images there when it's requested by the user instead of their server. So another thing is these scripts. So there's some scripts on this particular page that are fairly sizable and took a little over a second to load. So that's another thing they may want to look at. So you can systematically go through all of your pages here and see where there may be some potential issues. This particular page got a 6. Now it's got an awful lot of images on it. Looks like there's a script that got hung up. It took almost 7.5 seconds for this particular page to load. And how we do this is we actually ping your page through a server that's not even near here or anything that runs our software, but it's a standalone server that has a 100 gigabit connection. And so it's almost better than if you were to hit that page from a home internet service or anything like that. So it should be the best case scenario of internet connection that we can get to make this analysis. So this is just another tool that you can use to further improve and optimize your pages. If you have any questions, please let us know.